Peace. Peace, peace, peace. It's a beautiful morning. Peace to the gods. Peace to the God gang. Salute the resistance. Um, Relax, y'all. Let's relax, man. This is different when y'all fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? When y'all fucking with me, you're fucking with the winning team. So we gotta relax, man. We're gonna keep the same energy, the same victory, the same type of motherfucking knowing, the same. Like I told y'all from the beginning, I really don't want to do this shit. You know, run around there and telling motherfuckers why they food tastes nasty. You know what I mean? Why they dressing like bums and shit. Why bitches don't want to fuck them and shit. I don't give a fuck about that. My food tastes good. I dress fly. Girls want to fuck me. You know, like I don't know if a nigga ever painted a house. When I was young, my uncle and shit, and Geechee niggas, country boys, them niggas always know how to fix shit, right? So they construction motherfuckers, and they fixed up your whole house. But they would get us, the young niggas, and pay us $100 a day to paint. Painting is the worst job in the fucking world. But $100 a day to a kid in high school or middle school, shit, that's a lot of money, boy. It's like the 90s. I'm with it. But when you paint a house or you paint a room, sometimes you might gotta move the furniture. These niggas ain't gonna move their own furniture. Like what? No, we gotta move it. The fuck? Then sometimes the shit can't fit out the door. You gotta move it to one side, then move it back, and then move it over here. Like, god damn, you can't move your own furniture? No, nigga, this the work, this the job. Don't forget to tape up the motherfucking floors and the woodwork. Don't get no paint on the motherfucking on the windowsill. Nigga, do the little shit, do the detail work. It's boring, it's tedious, but it's the job. These motherfuckers out here complaining about the work. I keep saying I'm trying to be nice to niggas. Like, I'm this is why I'm upset. Like my friend, I told y'all, we already know this is all my life and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I told you about the nigga Jay and how Jay's friend, how my best friend is Jay's, or my friend is Jay's best friend. Cause now this nigga's my friend now. He's starting to upset me. So these niggas always call me when they, you know what I mean? These are my friends. I love them to death and I appreciate it. Thanks for the birthday wishes. But what I got upset was about is I asked the nigga, I'm like, you see your boy doing everything I told him to do. And he laughed. Nigga, I write the script, my nigga. You right. Like, and not to say he was mad at me when I did the shit. That's my friend. He wasn't mad at me. He didn't stop being my friend. He just said what he would have did. I wouldn't have did that. Da 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 da. Whoop de whoop de whoop. But now we looking back, and your boy is doing everything I fucking told him to do, and all you can do is say, "Yeah, you right. That was good looking." Like it make you want to smack the shit out of nigga. It do. Like you calling me second guessing my cooking, my motherfucking recipe, how I'm saving the motherfucking world because I'm doing your job with your fucking friends. And then when the shit come out, all you can say is, yeah, you're right. Don't complain about the work. We do the work. We don't complain about this shit. Motherfuckers acting and pretending, acting like they got a grip. And these niggas along for the fucking ride. How many motherfuckers want to see me fail? How many motherfuckers watching to see something happen to me? Well, they going to watch and see something happen to their favorite teacher. I told y'all this shit before. I don't like engaging with niggas. I don't like beefing with niggas because them niggas disappear. Motherfuckers I got problem with, they don't be around anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't just have problems with niggas. Motherfuckers just don't diss me and say shit to me. I don't walk around starting trouble because motherfuckers disappear. It's a difference and shit. Like them saying like, and it's again like it's my friend, and I understand that these are my friends. They know me, and they know how I play. They know what the fuck is going on with me, and all you can say is, "You right." Like I said, I'm saying like, like that's why I'm upset because this nigga know me. He hang with me. He benefit off my fucking life, off of my fucking goodness, off of my creativity and my godness. But you still will second guess me because it's your friend. I'm doing your job. Like, and I'm not complaining about the work. I'm just saying to you and everybody, like, we gotta work. Don't give a fuck about this nigga. He don't want to do the work. This nigga hang around you every day. He see how you fucking do some shit and he don't want to do it. And I don't give a fuck no more. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And I know niggas calling me because it's my birthday and they know I'll get busy. They know how I do. That's what niggas is really calling for. Where we going? What we doing? Nothing, nigga. I'm not in the mood for thought in this shit. I ain't doing none of that. I ain't doing none of that. I had my break. I went. I'm cool. I'm back. I'm charged up. It's the day to get you. But I'm in my comfortable zone. I'm in my comfortable zone because I see that a nigga be right next to me. A nigga be a disciple. A nigga will be Peter, Paul, and John. And a half-ass give you props. Half-ass give you props. Because he embarrassed. Because that's his best friend and he can't do nothing for him. That's what it is. I don't know that nigga. I don't fuck with that nigga. That nigga is Jay is beneath me. And I'm not to say it like I'm superior intellectually or superior fly, just the way he moves. I don't move like that. I don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's his friend. And he my friend, sometimes he on some Brooklyn shit or some very Queens shit. So them niggas do weird shit at times. So he could move like that with niggas like Jay and funny style niggas like that and shit. But if I gotta do your job, because your job is fucking, your friends is permeating into the whole fucking world and shit, and they not fucking helping us, they hurting us, and you can't do it. You can't even do your job. You talk to this nigga every day probably, and he don't even listen to you. But you might not even know what to say to him. But that's what I said at the time. And that's my friend, though. I love him to death. But like I say, this is just the work. Like I told you at the time, that's my friend. If I had to lose a friend, he wasn't a friend because he knows me. I've done the same for him. I've gotten him out of situations and squashed beef with him. I just looked out for this nigga right now. This nigga would be, his whole car would be fucked up if I didn't give him my van. So he could do some little fucking dumb shit and save his job and save his family. I don't get nothing from this shit. But you gonna get mad and not get mad. So it's the work, guys. We not worried about the work. We not worried about motherfuckers that's not doing the work. How do you expect the motherfucker to know? Like, that's what I'm saying about this healer shit. Don't get mad at the motherfucker because you gotta hold him down to save his life. I mean, I'm just on that level, man. I'm just on that plane right now where it's just the work. It's not personal. I gotta move this. I gotta move that. I'm not looking at this shit like, oh, this is a lot of work. No, nigga, it's work. All this shit is a lot of work. Everything. Everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, even this, like my friend, you my friend, dog, and you gonna tell me what you would have did versus what I would have did. But you know, you defer to me. You call me for advice and what's going on in the world and shit. And then when the shit pan out, all you can say is, I'm not saying there's no benefits and no appreciation, but I'm just saying, like, what if I would have listened to this stuff? He my friend. He my friend. It's my best friend. I knew him from 27 years. Fuck that. Be truthful. Be the right all the time. Cause these motherfuckers, like, he don't, like I say, some motherfuckers, that's my friend. I told me, you my friend, but you ain't got no morals and shit. You ain't got no morals. You'll let this nigga fuck up. You'll let this nigga do some dumb shit. Cause you trying to keep it funky. Niggas trying to keep it funky. They'll let you kill yourself. They'll let you kill us all. Cause they ain't trying to fuck up the hustle. They ain't trying to hurt. They ain't trying to hate. It's not hate, nigga. Get this nigga a real hustle. Get this nigga a real fucking opportunity to really do something instead of kill himself and bring us down with him. Motherfuckers complaining about the work and shit. This shit is, I mean, nigga, like who, like, again, like, if a nigga need help, if a nigga need help, you help him. Like, we can't be waiting for motherfucking, like I keep telling you, I can't expect a sick motherfucker to run around and be like, I need help or help me, or expect the crazy motherfucker to know that they need help and accept the help that they need. Like, some of this shit, like I said, like, I'm telling you, it's not a lot of us out here. Like, again, like I told y'all before, like, you got friends. Oh, we all got friends. And you'll have friends, right? But the good thing about your friends is that your friends don't steal your shit. Like, I admitted this to y'all a long time ago. Like, I can tell you, oh, these niggas out here stealing my shit. This nigga doing me, this other nigga doing me, this nigga steal my shit. But my friends don't. Like, my 2 or 3 friends, like, that I hang with all the time, they don't steal my shit. They fly in their own right. They got their own style, their own shit. But they don't do what the fuck I be doing. I be telling them and I show them, and they manifest the shit and we practice. But that's not their style. That's not what they do. You know what I mean? And that's life. I be trying to explain that to us as the God and shit. Like, they cool without doing this shit. He know the shit work. He know how the shit benefits him and shit. And that's everything, man. Don't let these motherfuckers tell you how to be God. If it's your mama, if it's your brother, it's your cousin, anybody, you gotta have enough experience and to know that you doing this for your own good. I'm not gonna lie to you for your own good, but I'm gonna give you the truth for your own good. See, like, a motherfucker would rather lie to him for his own good. And you know what I mean? And he know he embarrassed. That's all he can do is laugh. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you a grown ass man and you still embarrassed. You you know you was wrong. You should have doubled down on it. When I said some shit, you should have backed me down. You should have backed me up. Well, you know how Bo get. If he say that shit is true, he ain't got no modesty. That nigga getting more money than you. He don't owe nobody for his money. He not on donations for his money. You should know that. Fuck. I don't want to fuck with Jay. I want to be Jay. Niggas don't understand. I tell y'all motherfuckers, we have so many empty ass properties right now. This shit ain't even funny. Fuck, you own a building right now. Ain't nobody paying you no rent. It's a moratorium. Nobody, like, I have a real estate agent's degree and all this shit. My family, like I say, niggas got access to shit. I don't want to do this shit. It's a hustle. It's a scam. I seen this shit with the George Bush shit. Niggas living in crack houses that cost $1 now they worth 300,000. You could depend on that shit if you want to. I was cool. I ain't want to be Jay. Niggas know I went to school for TV. Every time they see me, I was talking TV shit. Had a camera in my hand. MTV, NBC. I don't want to be nobody but me. So why would you think I'm giving you advice? The fuck, nigga. And that's for y'all. I'm just again, these are lessons. These we building this shit. This is shit that y'all can take with y'all. You know what I'm saying? When y'all out here doing the work, do the work. These motherfuckers gonna be embarrassed. They should be embarrassed. You hanging with a nigga every day. You hang with a bitch every day, and you can't give her the gym to put her onto herself. That's what we gotta do out here, guys. We gotta fucking put people onto themselves. Fuck their feelings. Cause in a month, 2 months later, all they're gonna do is say, "You right? Sorry." Come on, man. Niggas ain't gonna apologize. They ain't gonna do nothing. They just gonna be like, "You right." And what if I wouldn't have did it? I'm not to say that shit working for him because I didn't give him the whole piece. I didn't give Jay the whole piece. I ain't gonna lie. I just gave him that. Y'all can see this shit. Go and check it out. I just gave him that. Hopefully he could start from the mud and develop himself. I gotta give you shit from the mud. You are back at ground zero, Jay. Start your shit again. Figure out how you gonna do it. I ain't gonna give you everything. That's what I'm saying. Some niggas waiting for me to give him everything and shit. And that's what he was. I mean, yeah, like these my friends. I love these niggas to death. But you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dog. Y'all know what this is. Niggas gotta know what this is. You gotta know who you are. You gotta know how you fucking move out here. Don't wait for somebody to fuck around and tell you it's the right time. It's never the right time. This shit is always gonna be tedious and some shit you don't want to do. Like I tell you, motherfuckers, in this conscious community, this whole shit is fucked up because don't nobody do windows. All these motherfuckers do floors. I vacuum, mop, do dishes, but I don't do windows. What the fuck? That's why, see what I'm saying? Like, where is the motherfuckers that's gonna do it all? Like, I'm not gonna have a party. Like we have a party at our house. It might be half the house might be packed, and we still fucking got on bummy clothes and shit, cleaning up, fixing up shit, making sure the shit is right before niggas go get dressed, doing the detail shit. We not. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be motherfuckers that come and do work, but if a motherfucker don't do the lawn or miss the hedges or you know what I'm saying or go and get the ice, I'm doing every fucking thing. I'm doing the windows. I'm not complaining about the work. I'm peeling the fucking potatoes. How you making potato cider and you leaving the motherfucking skin on the potatoes? Stop complaining about the shit. Like, it's so much little shit that these niggas is bitching about. Trying to worry about hurting the motherfucking feelings and he a dickhead. Like, why would you worry about a dickhead feelings? A dummy, a nigga going to hell, a motherfucker on his way to the slaughterhouse and you not trying to hurt his feelings. I think the sort of death hurts his feelings more. I think the people that's being frauded and being confused is being hurt more. But this your man, and you don't want to. Y'all, that's what I'm saying. Like, if this is your man, you should give a fuck about him. I give a fuck about you. When TTC had you blackballed, like it was a point, and we was in college, right? These niggas was throwing parties and shit, and I'm not even gonna say like this nigga. No, I got all types of stories and shit. But like I tell y'all, I always had the TV shit. So in school, I started Morgan State. You know, everybody heard of Morgan, right? I started the TV station there, right? So my homeboy throw parties, and it's these older niggas named TTC. And this nigga, my man, he throwing parties at his house and shit. You know what I mean? Like little shit. But we young niggas, like freshmen and shit. But I'm already on TV. I'm already hanging with older niggas. I'm official. So, no, we might be sophomores now. Cause now I think niggas is renting little spots. But these other niggas is super seniors by this time. These niggas is throwing big parties. And they gotta basically blackballing my nigga. So one time outside of their party that they invited me to their party, right? I brought my friend with me. And it's their party. They invited me with my cameras and everything. I get it free. I bring these niggas outside of their party and bring them with the cameras and make them talk to my man like, yo, I heard y'all got a problem with such and such. On camera. Why y'all beefing with this nigga? He a young nigga. Let him do his thing. Let him get a shine. Oh, no, we ain't got no problem with this nigga. Squashed it, dapped this nigga up. Them niggas was friends since then. I bet you he don't remember that. I bet you he conveniently forget that shit. This my best friend, dog. Conveniently forget that shit. Saved this whole motherfucking career. Because them niggas had him blackballed. Official niggas wasn't going for that shit. And I put them niggas on the spot. Ended that whole shit. He could stick his head out. And then it gave him the credibility that I brought to it. Because again, I'm so credible. I got these official niggas inviting me to their shit, let me in for free, getting on camera to talk to a nigga that they blackballing. And you gonna tell me how to fucking run and beat and write the script and shit. And again, this is the same nigga that said, I am the director. You've always been a director of our friends. This is my man. I'm not gonna say it. But again, if you got a friend that respect you as the director, you gotta respect your role. Like, nigga, all right, my nigga, every week you ain't gonna be the star. Every week you know what I mean? Some week you gotta get shot. You know what I mean? You gotta be in the hospital. Niggas gotta come to your defense. You're not gonna be the superhero every week. So the nigga might be mad at the director because this week you looking like a dickhead. It wasn't my fault. I gave you a chance. I sent you the pre-script. Said, yo, here, this is what I'm about to do. I told him before I did the shit. If you got friends and your friends think you smarter than them, like, not to say that this matters to you, but to them, if you got friends and they think you smarter than them, this your fault when everything go wrong. Because they be like, dog, why you let me do it? Why you da-da-da-da? You know, I don't know. See what I'm saying? We can't be out here being gods and shit and got friends that's mortals and shit that ain't all the way developed yet, and then we defer to these niggas. Like, that's what I had to learn about the God shit and about flying. Like, when you flying and shit, like when you really believing in yourself and knowing in yourself and you not looking down, it's like motherfuckers would be confused, shocked, bewildered, befuddled of how you can always fly, how you can always maintain. And you hold niggas' hands. You show motherfuckers walking on water. You show motherfuckers feeding motherfucking multitudes and shit. And these motherfuckers, sometimes they just don't want to do it too. This shit ain't the easiest job, yo. Knowing some shit before it happened, seeing some shit before it happened, knowing that a motherfucker, that this is going to hurt me more than it hurts you, type of shit. Like that Young Pharaoh shit, that shit hurt me and shit. I said it before. Like I said, like, y'all don't understand. Like, I don't complain about the work. I respect the way that the universe moves me. But you gotta understand, for the type of nigga that I am, that one day I had to wake up and I had to do a video about the people that we love, but I hate. And I had to name names. Everything told me, name names, draw the fucking line in the sand. Stop playing with these fuck niggas. I'm not playing with these niggas. Stop playing with these niggas. I didn't want to do that shit. And especially when I know that when I got a problem with niggas, these niggas disappear. I didn't want to do that shit. But it's the work, my nigga. It's the fucking work. You gotta do what the fuck you have to do. You cannot fucking run the whole punches and pick motherfucking favorites and shit. Like, you think, like with him, like even like I say with my man and shit, I just gave this nigga, I seen I got the store. I got a store, a grocery store, right? It's empty, all right, true. But I got a van and all this dumb shit for the store, right? I gave this nigga my fucking van in November. He's supposed to buy this shit. I think I can't. Nigga, I said, just give me fucking 1,500. This nigga took forever to give me the shit. Would not take the shit out my fucking name. Riding around Baltimore in my shit. Getting this shit all fucking robbed and beat up and broken windows and all types of dumb shit in my shit. Not paying insurance. I still gotta pay insurance because it's in my fucking name. And this is my best friend. You see how this shit is? I don't get no benefits from this shit. from being God with these niggas and shit. You don't get no benefits. And the motherfucker, when you right, all they gonna do is laugh. And that's my man. Like I said, it's cool. I'm not mad at these niggas. I'd be glad that when I take a trip, it's niggas that's ready to go with me. For real, like I tell motherfuckers, y'all understand this shit sometimes, man. You got all the money in the world, like you got like niggas don't know, like when you rich, you be bored. You got some niggas that can fuck with you and take trips with you. That's cool. I go by myself a lot of places and shit. Cause I don't have no schedule, no work times and all this clock in. And I don't need to take a week or take 2 weeks. So I respect the fact that niggas that come hang with me and shit. You know? But it's like, God damn, my nigga. You know me. You know this shit is official. You know I have no malice in my heart. You know I don't even fuck with these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, we can't, like I told niggas. In this every day, like me, every day. I'll get up here and I'm gonna do this shit. Cause this the work. This the beautiful work. It's the beautiful work. Right? But when I'm doing this shit, it could seem stupid to motherfuckers. Right? It could seem stupid to motherfuckers. But when you done with the motherfucking moving the couches, when you done motherfucking moving the motherfucking mirrors and the lamps and shit, and you start taping up the motherfucking woodwork, that's when you can get the work. You can't start painting with the motherfucking couch if you don't cover up the couch, nigga. You gonna spend the money that you making for painting on buying these people new furniture, buying these people new carpets and shit, cause you don't know how to fucking paint. You ain't take your time to do the work. You just came here to paint. You ain't come here to fuck around and do the job and do it right. Sometimes you can't just get down and get dirty, nigga. You gotta get busy first. You gotta prep the work. You gotta do your prep work. You got a chef. You got a sous chef. You got prep cookers. You got motherfuckers that's just getting the shit ready. It's a lot of fucking work to be worked. A lot of work to be done. Motherfuckers think this shit is just glamorous and shit. You step out in the polite shit, you gonna catch a bullet because these niggas don't even know what polite did wrong. These motherfuckers don't even know what Sa Neter did wrong. They don't know what Umar Johnson did wrong. Like, they don't know the psychosis of these motherfuckers. I tell you, the shit with Sa Neter is simple. It's a bootlegger mentality. Polite is the beggar. He has no problem begging. He'll tell you he'll get dressed up and beg a nigga. See, like, this ain't shit you battle with niggas over and you diss niggas and you nigga. I don't need your information to know that you a beggar. I don't need your information to know that you a bootlegger. See what I'm saying? Like, this shit is serious. Motherfuckers don't want to play them games. They don't want to play the real game of the work. Wake up in the morning, I'm like, God, I gotta fuck around and I gotta do this shit. I gotta step on this side. I gotta create a side. I gotta get far away from these motherfuckers as humanly possible. And I feel bad for motherfuckers that didn't get that call from the universe that day. For the motherfucker, the universe told you not, that didn't tell you to name names and pick a side, nigga, right now, because this shit about to get thick. I was telling niggas for months, this is about to be mainstream. It's over for these motherfuckers. You think, I mean, tell me something I said wrong in the last 6 months. This is work. This is tedious shit. I mean, it hurt me. Like I say, it hurt because that's my friend. Like a nigga asked me, "Oh, do you appreciate the shit?" I don't trip because it's strangers, motherfuckers I really don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's my friend. Like I said, he has benefited from knowing me. All he does is benefit from knowing me and shit. And when the shit for his friend, I did his work. All he could do is laugh. Like he didn't say, "No, that shit ain't work. You fucked up. You should have left that nigga alone. I told you leave him alone." He just like, "Yeah, you right." God damn it! Like, what if I was a weaker minded nigga and shit? What if some? That's what I'm saying. I'm just to say this for the people. If you don't, you can't let these motherfuckers come tell you not to build your art, not to come out here and save these motherfuckers. Because I don't. Again, I'm assuming that they friends. I don't know how much friends they really are. We gotta understand that too. That's my man, true. But I don't ask him about that nigga. I don't ask him about their relationships and shit. You know, he might not be happy that his flunky is might be ahead of him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I say, Jay don't take trips with us. Jay don't do no millionaire shit with me and none of our friends when I invite friends and gangs and niggas and shit. Jay has never been on that type of millionaire shit. Like I don't see Jay on no fly shit, no mansions and no cars, none of that shit. Jay ain't that dude. He don't hang with us. He don't have that type of stories with us. When I got rooms full of chicks, champagne and gangs of motherfucking, you know what I mean? And chicks just girls just excited to just have fun with me. And just everybody with me have the time of their life, nigga. Jay don't be around for that type of shit. I was with Jay, we went to local shit. Fucking dream. Niggas go to nightclubs with Jay, but they don't take no trips with that nigga. He don't have it like that. And again, not to say that I'm dissing these niggas. I'm not dissing these niggas, not my friend. I'm not dissing him. I'm trying to say like maybe he don't want him. Like again, some of this shit be psychology, it be psychological. It be little mental blocks. You think somebody trying to help somebody, but like they really not. It's like a motherfucking when the baby sleeping shit. You sitting there looking at the baby, you like, come on, wake up. But the nigga sleep. So motherfucker pinch the baby or some shit just to make the baby cry. Say, oh, they got a baby, oh, poor baby. Just so they can have something to do. So they can seem like the man, like the hero and shit. When they just can't let the baby sleep. Let the baby wake up happy and shit. Some motherfuckers like a problem because that's how they get fit in. I'm trying to figure this out. Like you know me, nigga. You call me for advice. I'm on the phone with you for hours at a time. Like I said, I can't tell niggas nothing but the truth. So that's why I'm upset. Not upset, but I'm just like, what if I wasn't solid? What if I was able to be influenced by a nigga that's my friend? You know what I mean? Like, even though he's my friend, but what if he could influence me? I wouldn't be God. That's what I told you at the time. Okay, cool. So some people might be like, well, at least you was right. At least what you said helped and worked. No. I knew it was going to work and be right at the time, right? But the point is, what if we would have been nice and got along? What if we would have just said, okay, cool, it's not our place to be helpful. It's not our place to fucking care. It's not our place to tell this nigga to pull up his pants. Yesterday, right? It was raining like a motherfucker, right? I'm riding down the street, about to make a left, and this white boy's backing out the street and shit. And I'm letting him back up. And so he pulls up in front of me. It's like an Italian white boy. Like, you know what I mean? He pulls up in front of me and shit. He got a mean mud. He say some shit. I'm like, what? Rolled on the window and shit. I'm like, yo, I had a radio blast. I'm like, yo, what the fuck you say, nigga? What the fuck you say? He's like, yo, I said they got the street closed off. Don't go that way. I'm like, oh shit, thanks. Good looking. Like, what the fuck? I mean, my whole shit changed. But if he wouldn't have had the mean face, I might have just like, yeah, all right, nice day, happy to see you. You know what I mean? But that's how he felt like he could get my attention and make sure, like, that's how he felt like he could communicate with me. He had to give me the mean one. Yeah, my nigga, that shit fucking closed, cuz don't go down there. I'm like, and I couldn't hear him. I just seen the face from a fucking Italian nigga, white boy. What? Who was you talking? Who you mean mugging, nigga? I'm like, and mind you, I'm yelling now. I turn on the radio, roll down with the yo, what you say? And I can't move because if I go down the street, because I'm gonna have to make a U-turn to catch this motherfucker. That's how I'm feeling. But he's telling me that the road is blocked off. Don't go that way. That was the last thing I expected him to be saying with that face. See what I'm saying? So like, shout out to him for doing the work, for what it took. And he knew that the universe, like, yo, he can't hear you. This nigga ain't paying attention to you. He gonna wab you off. You a motherfucking caveman and shit. He ain't paying attention to you and shit. I gotta touch him in a way he gonna pay attention and shit. And that's how we gotta move out here. Trust in the motherfucking universe. Trust in that you got a little bit of love, a lot of love, or extra love. Like, we not giving these motherfuckers what they want. We giving these niggas what they need. They get what they want after they got what they need. Fuck that shit. You get your own what you want and shit. You get your own what you want and shit. You know? And that's what I'm saying. Like, I like, and that's my friend. Like, I always look at him like he's a Libra, right? So I'm again, all right, sorry. I'm not mad at him. Now we're gonna have this conversation now. Again, he's a Libra. So this is the type of shit he does all the time. He's the one friend that I have that's why I don't mind having one of my best friends be a fucking Libra. Because again, his whole shit is, I'm just gonna keep it funky. I'm just gonna keep it funky, right? I tell this nigga, what's the one motherfucking sign of the zodiac that don't have a heart? What's the one sign? Everything is some type of animal, some type of human, some type of animal-human hybrid, and then you got a scale. The scale is the one motherfucker that don't have no heart. They just, like, this the same nigga, right? Listen, this is my friend, dog. So I had this girl, right? This is my homegirl. And this girl looked like Lauryn Hill. I remember I tell y'all Lauryn Hill was like, you know what I mean, the shit back in the day, right? This girl looked like Lauryn Hill. That's how, like, you know what I mean? Like non-fly she was. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not like makeup, eyelashes and shit. She's just fucking beautiful. Lauryn Hill shit, right? But she had a boyfriend. I don't want to say, well, fuck, everybody knows the story. So her best friend was from Philly, though, right? Oh, man. And they lived across the street from me. So one day, actually, everybody come to my house all the time, like this how it was, right? This is in college, though. We in Baltimore. So one day, she come over my house, and we kick it. I wound up, you know what I mean? Lauryn Hill. Oh, man, I smashed Lauryn Hill. That shit was crazy. You understand how bad she was to a lot of people, though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like, so I man, mind you, this is my friend, right? So I tells the nigga, like, cause I'm kind of liking Lauryn Hill, and like, I know she got a boyfriend, but like, if she let me hit, I'm single, and you know, I'm not trying to go. But I tell this nigga goes back and tells her boyfriend. He did. My best friend, right? One of my best friends. Rick Fontaine. Let's put this nigga name out there. Cause he acting holier than thou and shit. And he fucking made me mad today with this dumb shit. This nigga goes back and tells her boyfriend that I fucked his girl. How do I find out that he told her? Because she comes to me and tells me, hey, you telling people that we fucking? What? Yeah, you know, Rick tells my boyfriend. What happened? Like, are you kidding me? Oh my nigga, why would you do that? Oh, I was just keeping it funky. These niggas, why you loving these bitches? Why you, I mean, just loving these bitches and shit? I'm just keeping it funky. I ain't think he was gonna tell. Yeah, Libra. He's a Libra. That's the, oh shit, this nigga's a Libra. Oh shit. He keeping it funky. You know what I mean? He keeping it funky, cuz I couldn't be mad at him. Like, all right, fuck it. Shorty and her boyfriend, they worked it out. They stayed together. They didn't break up. They was cool. He just showed me that I can't tell him certain shit because he gonna keep it funky regardless. You know what I mean? That's my friend. I'm not even gonna front. That's my friend though. Because again, I got like I'm not even gonna front. Like again, like I say, I don't tell people who I fuck. So for me to tell him that, I deserved all that shit. I deserved that shit. You know what I mean? And again, I'm looking at this nigga like a Libra scale, like a balance. Fuck it. But that's this nigga right here though. That's my friend. That is crazy. That is my friend. And that's the shit he do to me and shit. But he a good friend though. I do shit to him. One time we was in motherfucking Florida and at Daytona. I had rented these scooters and shit. And for some reason the cops wanted to chase me. For some reason the cops wanted to stop me. For some reason I didn't feel like stopping. So for like some they chased me and he got rid of the shit. But okay, true indeed. All right. So also, like I say, he did all this shit, but he's still the one friend that I could get faded in front of though. He the only friend that I trust enough to tuck me in, like on some fuck nigga shit. Fuck me, like on some. I was a fuck nigga that night, and he tucked me in. Like that's the nigga I could do that shit. He want. I mean that's the one friend I could do that. So I give him credit for that shit. That's why I don't mind him. Like that's my friend. He's a fair nigga, but we are friends. So the balance of that shit is, you know what I'm saying. The balance of that shit is like this nigga, like he is a good friend, and he will ride or die with me. Like when I had the TV station, right? I was going to these different seminars and shit, and like what I mean, all different places like Miami, and what I mean, like these conferences and shit, like buying TV shows and setting up TV shows to sell. And he would go with me and shit, and just what I mean, like because we go me in Miami, we gonna party, we gonna do other shit, we gonna meet chicks, and he would go, man, like, and he's a real good dude, like. Like a lot of times I meet celebrities and shit. I don't be wanting to get niggas' numbers, so I get the numbers and give it to him. Or if he with me, I give the numbers to him. So it always was a balance and shit. You know what I'm saying? But he do the weirdest shit. Yeah, they are definitely weird ones. You know what I mean? But like I say, for me being God, I can't have a best. I can't. Like, listen, this is how I look at it. Not him in particularly, but as judgment, as fairness and balance. What else do you need in your circle but balance in the motherfucker to be it? Like I tell you about judging your mental and shit. A motherfucker that you can't, you know what I mean? That you can't hit on this shit because he just did what the fuck was right. Like I shouldn't have told him that shit. I mean, I'm not saying what he did was wrong. It has no street morals. It's uncredible in the street creds and shit. But I wouldn't did it. I wouldn't expect anybody to do some shit. Yeah, you can't. You can't. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't. But when they come to themselves, oh, they fucked up. They morals is all off the place and all miscombobulated and other shit. Not like he's a deviant person and shit, but he'll fudge it with his motherfucking self. He do a lot of shit I wouldn't do. You know what I mean? But again, the few shit that I would do, he keeps me motherfucking on point. Like, real talk. Like I said, we go to Miami like every year, it seems like, right? So like not last year, but like I think the year before last year. We was in Miami last year, but not last year, Miami. The year before last year, Miami. I was so drunk, right? You know, like you walking back to your hotel, like, and it was like this nigga, he weird, he filming this shit. And it was a dude with his girl and some shit. And I'm like, yo, your bitch is bad as shit. He's like, yo, she not no bitch. I'm like, no, dog, you got a bad bitch. And I'm drunk. I'm like, cause I'm weird when I get drunk. I don't know why. I guess I'm stupid, honest and shit. And this nigga, like, he can help me. Cause I'm like, I'm not looking for trouble, but I'm honest, like, yo, no, she bad, dog. Like, and I'm saying she a bad bitch, not like she a bad girl. I'm explaining to this nigga why she want to be a bad bitch. Like, in this moment, she's a bad bitch. Fuck that girl. I'm drunk as shit. Just keeping it real. Explaining to this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that's the one nigga that I can get drunk around and shit. You know what I mean? Or I can like, you know what I mean? I can relax and take my motherfucking tilt my crown on and shit. Like, yeah, that's my nigga. He cool. He gonna make sure we get back. He might film it, hold this shit as hostage and shit. But yeah, he gonna ride with me though. So it's weird. You know what I mean? And like I said, you know, we can't let these motherfuckers like back to the balance of the Libra shit. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, you can't have a motherfucker, you know what I mean? Like if you can't handle Libras, if you can't handle truth, then you not God. I need balance and shit. Like I tell motherfuckers about karma and shit. I need everything I do wrong, please bring it to my attention. Don't let me fuck up. Don't let me waste time and spin my wheels. I'm trying to move forward. I want to fly forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's shit that I'm supposed to learn, let me learn it. What the fuck? I have nothing but time. I trust in the universe enough to believe that you know what I mean, that I'm going to get what I deserve and shit. So yeah, my motherfucking best friend could be the balance, could be the motherfucking scale, and walk around with this motherfucker. Make sure you bring this nigga with you all the time so you can always be in balance. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I mean, and that's true. So I mean, you know, I respect that and appreciate that about that shit. You know what I mean? But it's just like I say, it's just to the point where it just touched me that I felt like I needed to share with the world about the work. You know what I mean? Because again, like I'm telling you, like you might not have a lot of close, you know what I mean, close friends that get to see you manifest and shit, get to see you come out of thin air, get to see you fucking take the motherfucking stars from the sky and put it in your pocket and shit. Some niggas don't get to see that. You know what I'm saying? So when a nigga see you do that and shit, you know, it's just weird. It's just weird. You know what I mean? So that's all. I just don't want y'all to get caught up in that shit and the motherfucker being weird because he not you. He don't understand what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? And you have friends like that. Like my dad is a motherfucking the Scorpio and shit. You know what I'm saying? My dad is the Scorpio. October ass nigga, red October ass nigga. I used to have problems with October and shit. Till I understood that October is your motherfucking judgment. You living in your judgment in October. That red moon, that red October, that red balance and shit, that's just some of your work. So if my motherfucking dad just want to be mean to me, nigga, I must have been mean to a lot of other motherfuckers because there's only a few motherfuckers that could really be mean to me, that could hurt me and shit. Like my dad know how to hurt me. That nigga know because he petty and he fucking like, and he a dude. Like I said, I'm not. You know what I mean? Like he a weird dude, so I can't. You know what I mean? Like I think it's corny to argue with your pops. To me, it's just corny and weak. So I just gotta take it. So if he mean to me and shit, I must have been mean to some people. That's how I look at it. September, October. If October's fucked up, I was fucked up. But I don't have them problems no more. Shit. I don't go to them type of fucking Red October shits. I don't put my karma out of balance and shit. You know what I mean? Because I don't complain about the work. And that's what everybody needs to understand. The universe is your best friend. If you don't believe in the motherfucking universe rewarding you, if you don't believe, like, see, that's the thing I tell people about. Like, find your cycle. Certain times of the year, you're going to get money. You're going to get more things every year. People are just going to start to like you, and you're going to just have things fall into your lap. Find out when that is. Use that time. You're going to be sitting on something. Use that time. If you're going to get something extra, use it to stand on it to reach further. Because it's going to be a time of the year when you don't have as much, when you have less. People don't give you stuff, and shit don't just fall off the trees and shit. You might got to shake the tree and do a little work or something, or the tree might already be empty. You know what I'm saying? So that's the time when you think and you plan for what you're going to do when you get your lump sum. Like, because it's coming. You know how it comes every year. This is how your money come. Okay, cool. So next time I'm going to do this. Like, I don't get you 24, you 25. You're not understanding these cycles and shit. But as you start to be 26, 27, 28, 29, you're like, damn, every year I get money around this time. Every year I'm always fly around this time. But this time I be struggling. How can I keep money from here to keep me while I go through there? And, you know, and what I'm going to do when I'm going through there. It's like a motherfucker, it's like a nigga working, owning a restaurant down the shore. Or Rita's, or you got a water ice stand or some shit. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers make, like, if I'm in Atlantic City or Wildwood, right? Jones Beach, right? Where? Somewhere on the beach, right? In the north, particular, where you only have summer months to get your bread. You only got a 2-month window to get all your money. That's life sometimes. For some people, they get all this money in June, July, and August, maybe 3 months, right? Then September, everybody going back to work. The weekend ain't popping. The beach is empty. No more money on the shore. How do they survive and feed their family for the rest of the fucking 9 months or 10 months or however months is left, right? That's the same thing with life for everybody. It's seasonal. Life is seasonal. You got harvest, and there's a time to plant, and there's a time to grow. There's a time to reap, and there's a time to sow. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we need to be in control of that. Don't complain about the work and shit. You get paid for your work. The universe pays you for doing the right thing. You pay yourself. That's what I'm saying. Like, I keep using my old head Nemo and shit. And it's not my old head. This is my friend. But a lot of my friends is 10 years and 15 years older than me. Because I'm on that type of fucking intellectual level as far as experience, as far as trusting. But some of these niggas do have a good start and they can tell me certain shit. So like I said, this nigga did some time in jail. This nigga was a boss doing his thing and shit. And they got him because he had a weed dispensary in California right before, you know what I mean? Whatever. Shit is legal, right? I get it. But they decided to arrest these niggas for taxes, whatever some shit was. But this nigga had to sit in jail. And while he sat in jail, he said he watched everybody around him on pause. Everybody and the other niggas that wasn't on pause, the motherfuckers was in slow motion. He said there was nobody he could call on. He said there was nobody he could reach out to. And when he came home, he had to get it how he lived. Everybody was expecting him to be him. Niggas didn't give him no credit, no time for being gone. but nobody missed him. You know what I mean? Like nobody missed you, nobody called you, nobody write you, nobody thought about you. You just pop back up. Where you been? I'm like, God damn, it's really like that? It's like that, nigga. What you mean? All these months, like, you understand this nigga's rich. Like, so all these niggas around here, they was around here before I got arrested and shit. Couldn't call these niggas to get a dime. But guess what? We still in my house. I ain't in their house. I done fell off, got back on, and still way ahead of it. I'm listening, I'm learning, I'm soaking this shit in. This is life. Life is seasonal. Sometimes you can fall off. Sometimes you can step off. Stack and save. Only thing to do, nigga, stack and save. If that's what y'all niggas want to be rich, if we had time, if the caveman wasn't going to be, going underground in 6 months, and maybe you had time to, do something, I might tell you to stack and save. But that's all there is in life. You grow, you put it in the motherfucking in the silo or the motherfucking warehouse, and you store that shit. You stack it and you save it, nigga. You don't complain about the work. You don't complain about motherfuckers mad because you know what I mean, because they not eating and shit. When you won't hear they not eating. If you walk off and go set up your own farm, they ain't gonna miss you. That's what I'm saying about a motherfucking nigga laughing and knowing shit. Oh well. That motherfucker told me that shit, and that shit blew my mind. Cause I'm looking at all of these niggas that hang around this nigga, all of these tagger ons, all of these wannabe niggas that hang with this nigga, but he wanna hang with me. Cause I'm independent, I'm self-sufficient. I'ma fight him over the check, and I'm gonna get a better chick than him. I'm gonna get chicks that got chicks that he can, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't know the world that he was living in. But to see it and to see, like, and again, this is Hollywood, this is LA, this is niggas, we live in the mansions. So to see a nigga tell you how he fall off, he know all these rappers and all this shit, like I don't know if y'all like, okay, cool, like I got a song with Yuckmouth, right? People that know that, not probably know right here, but people that know my rap shit, whatever, know they got a song with Yuckmouth. So how I get the song with Yuckmouth? Because Yuckmouth is one of his men. Like this nigga, my nigga Nemo, used to do beats for motherfucking Drew Down and Yuckmouth and all the West Coast niggas, and the pistol get chrome on my lap at all times. Pistol get chrome on my lap at all times. Niggas be saying, like, that is a West Coast classic, and that's his beat. So he's known in the industry. Like, I'd have been with this nigga, like, we done met. He took me to Snoop and all this shit. And this nigga gets behind. He's the dude. He gets behind the rope. That's how he lives. I didn't see it. But to hear him tell me, yo, I just got back on. I was in jail, such and such. These niggas is fucking not fucking with me, such and such. Do the work. You know what I'm saying? Do the work. Like, niggas be like, yo, like, how you never fall off? Because I do the work. I know where this shit come from. I know how to make this shit happen. I know where my source is. I'm not complaining about the work. I know the universe is going to pay me. I know it all pays off. There's nothing else in life but time. A motherfucker can fight time if you want to. A motherfucker can fight the sun. A motherfucker can fight the rain if you want to. Or you can pay attention to the seasons and say, okay, well, it rains April, May. It's dry as fuck July, August. The leaves fall September, October. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is just a nigga being astute, observant, paying attention to the signs of the time. Like I tell you, motherfuckers, like, that's why these niggas can't be Indians. Because they want to think an Indian is some old fucking fantastical fantasy shit. That's what I'm arguing about Blue Pill about. He want to tell me that the Native Americans on these reservations are holding the secrets. These niggas ain't holding no secrets. All the ancestors was telling us to do was observe nature. Everything they did was observation. They didn't pick a motherfucking bird haphazardly. They picked a bird based upon its characteristics, based upon the nature of a bird, the nature of a bird, the nature of the thing. So we gotta observe our fucking surroundings. We have to observe our seasons. We have to observe our soul kin. It's observation. Like I tell you, a lot of this shit is innate. A lot of this shit is intuitive. We don't even know what we looking at. Motherfuckers call a nigga squirrel and shit, and don't know why we call like why you call a nigga squirrel, and why they say niggas squirreling around. But how many niggas never noticed that squirrels are funny? Squirrels play in traffic. Squirrels will see you and they wave their tail at you and try to entice you like a motherfucking, like a bull, underlay. You know what I'm saying? You see me, haha, bet you can't catch me. They squirrely. They playing around. Some fuck shit. These are characteristics that you get from observation. Native Americans ain't got shit that we can't fucking connect to ourselves and get right back. If we can look at the motherfucking, like a duck. What's a duck? Why do niggas say duck? You know what I mean? Like, think about that shit. Like, all of this shit is that simple. Don't give me no fucking Native American mumbo jumbo and shit, nigga. Show me a duck and then say duck, because that's what a duck is, okay? What do ducks do? They go underwater, okay? They duck underwater. It's the action. It's a subject. It's a motherfucking description. No, nigga. It's an observation of an animal that does something that has a characteristics. He ducks. He goes underwater. So when you duck under a chair, you are participating in the nature of a motherfucking bird that goes underwater. You squirreling. You ducking. See what I'm saying? We don't need these cavemen, these fresh motherfuckers out the cave to tell us reality, to tell us the truth about shit that we can observe. They don't hold no secrets. Because we all know a fucking duck. But we don't know that a duck means to duck. To go on, like, it's not geese. You don't geese. Geese don't go underwater. Geese don't duck. Ducks duck. It's simple shit, but it's God shit. Like, see, like, here's another thing. All this shit is the work. This is the work of freeing your mind. This is the work of connecting you back to your motherfucking, to nature, which is yourself, to your sources, and all these things that are inside of you, right? Like, how many motherfuckers think birds can't fly in, with, when it's raining? They tell us shit like that. Birds don't want to get they don't want to get their wings wet. They can't fly with wet wings and shit. That's what a motherfucker will tell us and shit. And we'll believe that shit. Instead of just saying, well, no, maybe, we can walk when it's raining, but hey, maybe we just don't want to get wet. It don't mean that we can't walk because you don't see niggas out walking in the rain and shit. It just mean that we don't want to. No, Priest King, you wrong. Now. See, now you're going too far, Priest King. Some shit is just that simple. You hating on a white man for everything. They can't fly in the rain. Nobody can fly in the rain. That don't make sense. If you're wet, you can't fly. That sounds good. But when you observe, you be like, well, you know what? There are some motherfucking birds that eat fish. There are some birds, not just seagulls, not just alabasters. There are some birds that dive into the water. Tornado birds. Get under that motherfucker. Swim a feet or two. Look for that fish. Grab them. Swim back up. Eat the motherfucker and fly. What wings and all? That's some shit you got to see. Why is this important? All of this is important because they make us think that we don't. They make us think that we don't know what we see. If you see birds flying in the rain, that's nothing. Birds can fly above clouds. That's probably why you don't see them flying in the rain and shit. It's the work, bro. We have to spend every fucking moment prepping the work. Like a lot of this shit, if you measure twice, you only gotta cut once. It's the prep work. It's the prep work. You know what I'm saying? Like if you can't cut the shit twice, because then you might fuck that up. Just measure it twice. You know what I'm saying? Take your time with this shit. Be the one. See, when you the one, you taking your time, you get to observe shit. Because again, that's what I'm saying. Like, we'll get lost up in a motherfucking mind fuck in a world where the shit isn't real, and we miss out on just know like to me, it's exciting to see a squirrel and knowing that he wants to play. Like, damn, this squirrel's out here trying to play. Why is he walking across the street? You know what I mean? And like lately, I be seeing foxes and shit. Like, there's a lot of fucking foxes in the hood. You know what I mean? Not like in like, like running through driveways and motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be foxes out and they be shitting and shining and like, hey, we out. Like, wow. Like, but they tell you that, sly foxes or like motherfuckers do fox chases because they like to do shit like that. They like to be chased. It's a fox chase. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers is going to chase a fox. Like, he's going to let you chase him for a while and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a motherfucker has our minds. We're like, like, that's what I'm saying. If these motherfuckers disappear, nothing's going to stop. The squirrel is still going to be squirrely. The duck is still going to duck. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to study nature. We have to observe the things. That's why motherfuckers. That's why people don't know what's going on with the sun. They don't look at the motherfucker. That's why motherfuckers don't know what's going on with the planet. They're not paying attention to the planet. They're not observing the planet. Motherfuckers see, like, when you have a certain sort of motherfucking ownership and a certain sort of motherfucking pride in your shit, you're going to pay attention to the shit from everything, from the crows and shit. Like everything has a characteristic. Everything. Why are these motherfuckers here? What is their part in the program? What are they programmed to do? You appreciate this shit. But you gotta be able to see this shit and observe this shit, read the signs. If you walking through the motherfucking woods and they get quiet, you should pay attention. You know what I'm saying? If you walking through the woods and it gets loud, you should pay attention. Because all of this stuff is a sign. The signs is the times. I get it. Everybody don't feel connected to the source. Everybody not one. I understand. But again, this is for the ones. This is for the few. You know what I mean? For El Resistance, nigga. This ain't for everybody. I understand that. But when you, like I say, man, when you on this level, like this, my friend and shit. These my friends and shit. But they don't, you know. You gotta respect the motherfucker that's giving you the props. You gotta respect that shit sometimes and just do your job. Just be the parent and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just be the parent out this motherfucker. Parents don't get no love and shit. Barely get that big piece of chicken. You don't get no love and shit for keeping the lights on. You don't get no love and shit for showing these motherfuckers how to be themselves. Like, honestly and truthfully, like, the work is tedious. The shit is so fucking step by step, so inch by inch. You know, like what has niggas ever built? Like, I went in, like, okay, cool. So, all right, I went and bought, like, just for personal shit. I went and bought like a saw, table saw, fucking. I went and bought like 3 or 4 different types of saw. Every saw that they got, table saw, chainsaw, not chainsaw, but rotor, cutter, all that shit. I went and bought the drills. I went and brought fucking hammers, all that shit. And a lot of shit that I don't even remember. Painters, like automatic electric paint, not electric. What's the shit called? Power painters and all that shit. Just so I could have this shit. Just so I could build the shit. If something was to happen, I got all the tools, dog. Don't get it fucked up. I got tools for days. I might show y'all niggas one day, so y'all know I ain't bullshitting. But I showed y'all my store, and I got tools in my store, and ladders and all that shit there. But I got shit in my house too. You know what I mean? And what I do was, I'm like, let me just start building shit. I start building motherfucking flower boxes and motherfucking big ass baskets and shit, shit that'll stand on the ground, so I can just know how to be building. I can have my mind set, my frame of mind into building motherfucking anything. If you could build a box, you could build a house, dog. You know what I'm saying? But all of this shit is tedious. It's funny work. It's little shit. It's the details that make the shit look fly. Like, fly shit ain't just motherfucking big. No, fly shit is detailed. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's crazy. I mean, the emojis is what that's some Mayan shit. That's the Mayan culture, that emoji shit. You know what I'm saying? Peace to their guys. But again, cause I don't think it's not gonna be like it was, cause these niggas is moving underground. They gonna be civilized underground and shit. They just gonna be uncivilized when they come to the surface. But they not gonna that's what they doing right now. That's why they not telling everybody and shit. They not gonna be they not doing all this shit to be motherfucking to be super. I mean, to be regular trolls. They gonna be super trolls. They gonna be super cavemen and shit. They gonna be living like they got cities underground, cuz they got cities. Shit, like, you know what I mean, 20, 30 floors down. These motherfuckers got cities underground. They not, you know what I mean? They're not gonna be like, it's gonna be Native Americans and shit, these reservation niggas and shit. And it's gonna be a lot of motherfucking leftover motherfuckers that creep back into the caves that exist now. True. But the motherfucking, the Bill Gates and these motherfuckers, They got shit. They show they shit. They're not ashamed of their shit. They got shit. They shit fly. I mean, it's fly cave shit, underground cave shit. You know what I mean? These niggas got cities underground. These niggas got this shit. The cities is connected underground and shit. You know what I mean? It's always been like that. It's always been like that. You know? Peace to the gods. Mm-hmm. No doubt. Man. Niggas don't put it work. That's what I'm saying. Niggas don't do the details. Niggas get caught up in the fancy shit. Niggas don't do the details. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't do the details. And I'm here to tell you right now that the details is the work. It's all details. If we could imagine like gilding. What does that mean? Gilding. You know what I'm saying? Or fixtures. You know what I'm saying? Those are details. The gild, you got gold gilding or motherfucking, you know what I mean? You got gold fixtures or silver fixtures and shit like that. Those are details. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that make it pop. The details. That's how and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what we gotta do. We gotta be God to the details. We gotta be God down to the motherfucking dotted I's and the crossed T's. It's the work. Yeah, exactly. See, like, that's the thing too. Like, so as I said, like, for me, we got to realize that when we looking at these letters A, B, C, D, E, F, G, we are looking at images. These are all representative of symbols. Each one of those letters has a motherfucking idea attached to, is a picture. These are all pictograms. It's just become so stylized where it doesn't look like the same picture, and it has become so excuse me, um so stylized where it don't look like the same picture. And also, um it's lost the whole meaning of the word. Like, these words have become A, B instead of alpha, beta, gamma. It's just they taking off the whole word concept and they just giving us a sound. Ah, ba, ka, da, ah, ga. You know what I'm saying? They giving us a sound when we used to have the idea. Like, when we look at a word, we have to understand, like, a word is actually multiple words. Every word that we see that's made up of two or three different letters is multiple words. So we have to be able to master images. We are the masters of imagery. We create the imagery. Imagery is imagination. Imagination is magic. Okay? If you're not using your imagination, if you're not using, you know what I mean, images, you're not magical. You're not creating magic. You're not using magic. These images are your magic and shit. um, that's not really what that means. I don't know if that's a scientific. If you're saying scientific, but that's not really what that means, though. See, like, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, zeta, eta, theta, kappa, lambda, mu, nu, chi, omicron, chi, pi, rho, some tau, all that shit, right? Is actually it's a sentence. To me, it's a sentence, right? If you read it out, because again, each letter actually has a meaning. Like, if an alpha, like, so if you say it's an alpha, alpha has a meaning. The A L, the R, right? the Alpine, the Alps, the Alt, Alto, everything high, it starts with an A or with an R, the Alpha, everything high. So the A most times represents, it could be a falcon, it could be a bull, or whatever, depending on your spiritual system, but it represents the highest. That's what the A represents, the highest. So you have an all, out. Now the B. Now I can see where you're going with this. Okay, I can see where you're going with that. Okay, I can get where you're going with that. I can get where you're going with that. Okay, I see that. Now, so the B, a B is actually 2 feet. So now, see, this is how you know the Egyptians, these niggas that claim they Egyptians and they fucking metal netter niggas, they dumb as fuck. They don't know nothing about no English and no metal netter. I be telling these niggas it's the same language. So the B, right? Look at a B. A B is like a this, and then this one is a little bigger. The bottom part is always bigger on the B because it's actually 2 feet. But when they tell you, if they talk that Egyptian shit, they tell you that the right foot always is out. If the nigga's alive, the right foot is out. So that's why when you got the B, the bottom foot is out because the B is a body, is a person, and he's alive. So in Spanish, they don't say B, they say V. If a motherfucker saying, if you got a word like to us, we would call it vente, but to them it's bente. You know what I mean? Like bente, or like they use the B, you know what I mean? Like the B sound is also the V sound because the V is this, it's 2 legs. So I just told you that the B is the leg like this, and the V is 2 of these. See what I'm saying? So that sound is interchangeable to them. You know what I mean? But so you could say that the alpha is the God and the B is the beta male, is the flesh man, is the man that's the created creature, when if you're gonna do it like that. But again, if you read it, like if you read alpha beta gamma like if you read alpha beta gamma like a sentence, then you'll get you'll get a sentence from there. I don't want to say it on this line because motherfuckers is weird and they like to steal shit. But it is a sentence. You know what I'm saying? It's a sentence. Like imagine what's the shit? Family, genus, species, order, or something. And they were like king sitting something such like they turn them into acronyms. So imagine if alpha beta gamma delta z was an acronym, right? But no. Imagine alpha beta gamma delta was a sentence, but A B C D E F G is basically an acronym or an abbreviation because they don't want you to know the sentence. If you knew what alpha beta gamma delta, what you were really saying when you're saying alpha beta gamma delta, like if I could say it to you, you might understand. Okay, alpha, beta, gamma. You know what I'm saying? Like, think of what I'm saying to you. Think of the letters as I'm saying it. Alpha, beta, gamma, delta, delta, door, delta, door, delta. You know what I'm saying? Door. Zeta, zeta, eta, theta. You know what I'm saying? Like, so comes like from heaven, comes down, alpha from heaven, comes down, beta, gamma, to earth, delta, to do, delta, eta, to do, exalting, happy, good works, excitingly good works, as an H, healthy, happy, all the good things come from the H, right? So if you start reading it, start interpreting that, it starts to make sense. Like from heaven to earth. I mean, from heaven, no, from God to man on earth, traveling, bringing happiness and healing, or you know, what I mean, alpha, beta, gamma, delta. You know, like so you can like I broke this shit down one time, but I don't want to keep doing it for niggas. I'm doing it cause y'all niggas is so deep and shit that I can, you know what I mean, that we can really really get there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's really a sentence about how some niggas might have came from heaven, nigga. How the gods might have came from heaven to earth. It's really that type of sentence. You know what I mean? Alpha, beta, gamma. Some niggas came from heaven, came to earth. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know about organic. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I'm glad. I mean, again, you see what I'm saying with it. So yeah, like you know, I don't want to give it away though. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you get it. I'm glad y'all get it. You know what I mean? But I don't want to give it away. Like but it's that secret. It's like that's what life is. Life is that type of secret where they're not supposed to give it to everybody, but it's there. It's alpha, beta, gamma, delta. Just because again, if you just look at the letters and shit. But that's why I say about the work. You know what I'm saying? Like if we could just you know what I mean, like fuck the work and shit. Like really fuck the work. Maybe not in the beginning, but like if you could just fuck the work, you know what I'm saying? Like fuck the work and just do the shit, you know? You know what I'm saying? So that's what the shit is. But again, like their design is to keep us from ourselves, to keep us from doing the work, to keep us from enjoying the motherfucking work, enjoying the fun of it all and shit. You know? So that's what their goal is though, you know. But yeah, that's who we are. I know we kind of went off into different topics and shit. We got to hear damn. My bad. But yeah, if y'all got any questions, y'all can definitely chime in and shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. All right, we can go there. So again, so what do you do about okay, so let's talk about all right, so let's talk about the work right now, the caveman work. You got a caveman, you got gods, we got global warming, you got what he's calling organics and shit. It's not like I say, listen, bro, we not looking, we just want to know the difference. Keep the differences on the table. Don't hide the differences. We ain't gotta, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna kill you because we created you. It ain't like that. We need to know who we are. Like, it's so many niggas that don't want to tap into themselves and shit. It's so many niggas that don't want to be God that you can't even blame the motherfucker. Like I said, like for us, like you're like okay, like sometimes you need a motherfucker to, and like all right, like we was talking about the women yesterday. All right, cool. So some niggas don't respond good to love and tenderness and shit. You know what I'm saying? Some niggas respond good to motherfucking competition. You know? Some motherfuckers respond good to fair. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were like if a dog chase them, the motherfuckers turn into track stars. Motherfucking Hussein Bolt out this motherfucker. Shakari out this bitch. It's just certain points of pressure, certain things that create better gods. And I'm not to say that these motherfuckers, that these cavemen and these trolls can create better gods, but they can help us wake up. Like I say, like, you know what I mean? Like I say, even with my friends, I have to know, I have to be tested by my friends and be challenged by my friends. That was a challenge. Like I say, like, dog, like, again, you can't be a nigga hanging with a bunch of drug dealers and say, I ain't selling drugs no more. These niggas gonna call you and be like, yo, I got a quick play, real quick. I just need your help, right quick. Come on, real quick. There's nobody I can trust, nigga, but you. You know how to do this shit, it's in and out. Just come on. What you mean? Come on, man. You don't talk about, man. It's just me, nigga. I know I don't call you with the shit. Just I know you done. Just come on one time. Damn, nigga. Fuck you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like these are your friends. They're going to challenge you to see. Oh, I stopped smoking. You don't smoke, nigga. Look at this, nigga. I just got this shit. This shit is called Mike Tyson Punch Out. Because you know why? It will leave you like Mike Tyson punched you out. You don't want to try it? I quit. I quit. I swear I quit. I'm trying to get this job. Man, you bullshit, man. Let me just smell it. Smell it. Ooh. This is a challenge. This is the challenge. How do you know you're not a how you know you're not a boy? How you know you're not a child? Cause well, when I was a child, I did childish things. But when I was a man, I put those motherfucking things to the side. How do you know? Cause I put those motherfucking things to the side cognizantly. One day, woke up, said, "Hey, it's enough. Is enough. Is enough. I'm gonna put this shit to the side." That's the difference. That's the day when you become a man. When you stop being a child. When you stop behaving like a child. When you put those things to the side. That don't mean that your friends get the same memo. That don't mean that your family and everybody believe you because you put it to the side and you decided to be a man and you stop doing childish things. Motherfuckers is going to find out if you serious. Does he stop doing childish things? It's the work. I love showing motherfuckers what I know, what I believe. Not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm saying like again, standing firm on the like I tell y'all, if you believe in knowing and doing the right thing, it will reward you. I love showing that off. I just love it. I love showing it all. I love showing motherfuckers that doing the right thing has its privileges. It's just the way it is. I feel like you can never lose if you're on the right team and shit. If you're doing the right thing for the right reasons and shit. The shit that you don't supposed to get is not for you. You know what I'm saying? Like the highest and best in life is mine. So if I don't have this shit, sorry, y'all motherfuckers didn't read the fine print. It's a hook to that. If it ain't over here fucking with me, if it ain't rocking with the gods, it must be a reason, and it will be revealed. It will come out, motherfucker. What you do in the dark will come out to the light. Know that, man. I got any questions? I gotta leave early today. I got therapies, so y'all we can ask some questions and shit if y'all want. I'm about to boogie in a minute, man. But I wanted to talk to you about the work. Shout out to everybody in the room. Shout out to the God gang. Shout out to the goddesses, the resistance. Y'all know what we do. We ain't here. Peace to the gods. Like Cuzzo said, hit the like button. You know. No doubt, no doubt. All right, we'll do that tomorrow. Tomorrow we can drop the link. I mean, we could. I'll definitely drop the link tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Is today Thursday? Yeah, tomorrow though. I can do it tomorrow. I'm gonna drop the link tomorrow. We can just kick it. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. I mean, like I said, I had to learn how to fly. I'm learning how to fly. What kind of credentials? Like what and what field? We talking about Hollywood? I know that's where they talking credential shit. So we talking about in business? Because that's a really good question. We can talk about that right quick. Credentials. That's a very good topic. But I just like to know what type of credentials you're talking about. And I can explain to you why credentials are a good thing. You can tell me what type of credentials you're talking about in a minute, but credentials are the shit because credentials are time. So you might have heard me saying when I was in LA, right? I lived in a mansion and all this so fly shit, but nobody wanted to help me. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody wanted to help me, and I couldn't do shit because I didn't have credentials. Like I had I had a resume. You know what I mean? A resume is like work experience, and that works in certain places and certain things. But credentials is about accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? Ah. So now we got now. Oh man, you might I gotta drop the link. So now this is gonna get deep. um, no doubt. Okay, let me think about this real quick. Things I have in the spirit realm that I don't have in the physical. So you gotta share, bro. You gotta tell us what do you have in the physical. I mean, in the spirit realm. What do you feel like you have in the spirit realm that you lack in the physical? So, how would you now? How would you bring those things? Now, again, now, so if you, where's your spirit? You know, where do you enter your spirit realm? Do you enter through dreams? Do you enter through meditation? How do you get into this inner realm? When we talking about spirit, guys, not to be spooky, spiral means spiral. It's a spiral. So he's going within, into his inner realm, into the dark side, into the prince of darkness. You know what I'm saying? Into the new where everything is new. He's coming from the future. He's probably one of them first from the future type niggas. You know what I mean? He's sourced up. So when he's saying spirit, he's talking about his inner self, his connection to the source. Spirit is spiral. Okay. So my question again now is gonna be what is it that you have there? You know? And how do you enter? Because how you enter is how you bring it out. If you enter it through dreams, then you have to move through dreams. So if you in your dreams, you have to touch stuff. You have to constantly remind yourself that you are in a dream and you are on a mission. So if I'm on a mission, I'm looking for something. I'm looking for someone. I'm looking for an answer. I have to constantly remind myself that I know this is a dream, but I'm here to look for something. If you wake up, go back in. I'm here to look for something. I'm here to look for this. I'm here to look for that. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing it through meditation, okay, so if you're doing it through meditation, then if you're doing it through meditation, then you need to have you need to have a relax session. You need to have a relax session. A session where it's a what is it called? What I really call it? A freestyle. Have a freestyle session if you're doing it through meditation. Reason why, all right, so what's the freestyle session? The freestyle session is when you just close your eyes and you let whatever's in your head play out. All of this, anything that comes to your head, you think about it. You don't try to focus on nothing. You let it play out. If it comes to you, hey, what was that? Oh, damn, that's crazy. Shit. You let it play out, and you let you don't tell it what to do. You listen to it, and you let it play out. You let it just like a record. You let it play, and you put another record on, and you let it play, and you just sit there and you relax until you get to a point where it is empty, where the jukebox is out. It might take you 20 minutes, a half hour, but you're in your head, you're in the place, and you just sitting there letting the shit freestyle. Keep telling yourself what you're doing. It's a freestyle. It's a freestyle. If you have to, you know, why am I thinking? Because there might be some things that you're thinking about that might be uncomfortable. It might be some shit that's playing out that you might not necessarily want to play out again. But you're telling yourself it's a freestyle. It's a freestyle. It's a freestyle. It's a freestyle. Then after you do that freestyle, then you can come back and maybe sit on your shadow work, right? And we can get into part about. But after you do that, I would say do light shadow work, because you want to come back the next day and have you did a freestyle. Now you want to do a damn, I just forgot it. I just said it. Oh well, you did a freestyle. As long as you get a freestyle in, because your freestyle is going to open you up. You know, your freestyle is going to open you up and clear your palate. You know what I'm saying? There's no thoughts that are wrong. You can have any thoughts in your head. As long as you act on these motherfuckers, that's when the shit come wrong. You can want to beat somebody up. As long as you don't do it, it's cool. So just freestyle this shit. Let this shit get out. Don't even suppress the motherfucking thought. Let the shit play out. Like, fuck it, nigga. Because if you suppress that shit, it's going to come out one day. Let that shit play out now. Like, nigga, I would never do that. Not to say that, you know what I mean? But just to say, like, yeah, let that shit play out. You have to freestyle it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, relax. That's it. So your first day is a freestyle. Your second day is relax. But you might not necessarily need that just yet. But you want to have a session sometimes where you just relax. And your whole mantra is relax. 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 That's not a freestyle, but it's a relax, you know? No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. It takes time and it's hard. It's like listening to music. Like I wish they had clubs that we could go to right now to be popping. Like, okay, like if you ever get to go to a club, right, or a restaurant or something, right, listen to the conversation that's going on. Like sometimes it'd be like a loud club, but it'd be like a whole lot. Like one time, all right, I'm gonna tell you how this thing. All right, this is just off topic, but it's going to help you with your mind, because your mind is the same type of situation. So I was in New York, right? I was hanging with like, all right, I was in college. We went to a motherfucking convention. Um, I told you I started at a TV station. So we went to a convention. The school was sending me around and represent the school. Because I got a TV station. So they sent me to New York and some shit. And one of the dudes I had met at another convention had went to this convention, and he had some friends, he had some family in New York, right? So one night we stayed at the hotel, and one night we stayed with his cousin. So his cousin, we in college now, right? His cousin lives in New York. He's like a graphic designer. He lived with some white boys. So these motherfuckers got E pills, right? So he like, y'all want to take E pill? I'm like, what? Hell no. But hell yeah. So whatever, I took E pill, right? Okay, cool. So what I'm trying to make is, then they took us out to a club, to like a bar or some shit, right? So in this bar, it was no music. This is like they took us like Soho, somewhere like down we in Manhattan. I mean, like Soho, downtown Manhattan, right? And it's a packed ass club, jam packed, and there's no music, but it's just motherfuckers talking. It's conversation. and I'm high as a kite. I'm never did nothing like this before in my life, and all I can hear is this wave of conversation. So what I did was I I would dive into a conversation. I would listen to some people talk. Oh, that's interesting. Then I would swim out, and I would listen to some other people talk. Oh, that's interesting. And it was like that was how I looked at the room and the world that day. Like I didn't have to move, but I could hear everything because there was no music. But the music were the voices, right? And I could just dive into these thoughts, and I could just listen. Wow. Okay, cool. And of course, I'm standing still. I'm actually talking to some people we all have in there. They don't even know I'm young Pharaoh at this moment. Right? So that's the same thing that you do in your mind. That's the same thing when you do in your meditations, when you're relaxing, when you having all of these different thoughts bombard you. You just relax and you just dive into certain ideas. Certain ideas you let them float. You catch them later and shit. But certain concepts you just dive into it, and you just because again, like everything we know, everything that's to be known is within us. So when you're doing this work, you're going to be hearing stuff. You're going to be hearing stuff and feeling stuff that's going to gravitate you and pull you to it. So you got to just be able to let go and get closer to it. You know what I mean? Like if you, because they're again, like if you're saying that credentials, I don't know if that's the right word of what you're trying to say for what you need. Like what you need is well, okay. No. Okay. You want proof. You want evidence. You're looking for evidence, right? Of what you seeing becoming real. Now, that's faith, right? Faith is the evidence of things unseen, right? Okay. So what you want to do, I really gotta go, but what you want to do is you want to act on the shit. So whatever you feel like you are missing in your spirit life, or that you're supposed to have in your real life, you need to expect on it. You need to expect it coming, and well, first you need to call it, and you need to claim it. You know what I mean? Um, Claim it, call it to you. I command you to come to me. Large sums of money come to me. Claim it. You know what I mean? Tell the universe what you want. Speak it into existence, and then act on it. Go and put yourself in position to receive it. Put yourself in position to you know to enjoy it. Like, because you first thing is you got to claim it. This is mine. This is mine. This belongs to me. You know what I mean? You have to see yourself in possession of it, holding it, enjoying it, indulging in it. You know what I'm saying? Once you do that, then you have to move now. Now you have to move according to faith. You have to start preparing to live in this house or live and drive this car. Start preparing, to take this trip. Start preparing to meet your wife. You know what I'm saying? So the imagination is just your map. You in the streets, nigga. Get your math. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no, it's mom used to say, ain't no excuse. You out here free. You out in the world, nigga. So now you got the map. Now you have the me. Now you got to use the me and miracles. Now you got a difficult takes a day, impossible takes a week every week. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, so now you see it is. You see what it is that you want now, and it's yours in your spirit realm. Now, are you going to take the steps to receive it, for it to fall into your lap, or like, you know what I mean? Like, not to say that it won't just somebody won't bring it to your door. You know what I'm saying? But if they bring it to your door, with like, say if you wanted a couch and somebody was to bring a couch to you, where would you put it? Did you get rid of your old couch? Did you give it away? You know what I mean? Did you create a vacuum or a space to put the new couch in? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how some shit is. Like, yeah, that's how some shit is. My bad. All right, guys, I gotta go. My bad. Peace to the gods. Peace to the God gang. It's 12 o'clock. On the dot. Y'all hear the alarms going. That's the universe. It's the universe. I gotta go, guys. Peace to the gods, yo. As always, it's my pleasure. I'm gonna read the rest of these comments later. I'm gonna talk to y'all later about it. But as always, it's my pleasure to converse with the guys, man. Nobody told y'all today. I love you. Love being in love with you. Peace to the guys. Salute the guy gang. See you guys tomorrow, same time. All right. Peace. But y'all see how that shit dropped off and talk the universe is a bad man. Peace, y'all. Love y'all. Peace to the gods. Sam.